After almost 2 years of investigating, Robert Mueller was pretty clear that President Donald Trump and his campaign did not conspire with Russia to sway the 2016 election.
There was no evidence of the Trump campaign collusion with the Russian government's hacking.
But when it comes to the question of obstruction of justice, the special counsel didn't really come to a decision. Instead, he punted, saying, quote, "While this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him." Still, Mueller laid out 10 episodes where the president might have obstructed justice. Here are 5 takeaways from that part of the report. Let's start with Trump seemingly nudging then FBI Director Comey to drop an investigation into his national security advisor, Mike Flynn. At the time, Flynn was under investigation for lying to the FBI about his interactions with Russian officials. One outstanding question has been how much Trump knew about this probe when he asked Comey to go easy on Flynn. According to Mueller's report, Trump had previously been told that Flynn was being looked at for possible criminal conduct, a revelation that casts a more negative light on Trump's apparent request that Comey drop the investigation.
I took it as a direction. Right. I mean, this is the President of the United States, with me alone, saying, I hope this. I took it as, this is what he wants me to do. Now, I didn't obey that, but that's the way I took it.
Next up, Trump firing Comey. The president first said he was getting rid of the FBI director for his handling of the Hillary Clinton investigation, but days later had this to say in an interview with NBC News.
When I decided to just do it, I said to myself, I said, you know, this Russia thing with Trump and Russia is a made-up story. It's an excuse by the Democrats for having lost an election that they should have won.
But according to Mueller, Trump only admitted to that reasoning after he repeatedly failed to get Justice Department officials to say they recommended Comey's firing. The report also details the president's repeated attempts to fire Mueller during the investigation. Just weeks after the special counsel was announced, Trump tried to force the White House counsel, Don McGahn, to have the DOJ fire Mueller for what the president said were conflicts of interest. McGahn told the special counsel that on June 17, 2017, a Saturday, the president called him at home and again told him to get Mueller fired. McGahn says he drove to the White House, packed up, and told his colleagues he was quitting, but he was talked out of resigning and didn't depart the White House until over a year later. Then there's a misleading statement from the White House on Donald Trump Jr.'s meetings with Russians in Trump Tower. According to the Mueller report, the president's lawyers said Trump personally dictated the initial response, which claimed the meeting was primarily about adoption policy. But Trump Jr. set up the meeting after Russian intermediaries offered him dirt on Hillary Clinton. Lastly, the report lays out Trump's repeated attempts to get then Attorney General Jeff Sessions to unrecuse himself from the Russia probe. Sessions stepped back from the Russia investigation because of his role as a prominent Trump campaign surrogate. Trump lashed out at Sessions for months publicly for the decision and privately asked the AG to renege on his decision, take back control of the investigation, and limit its scope. Now, it's kind of in Congress's hands, which seems to be what Mueller wanted. In the report, he states, quote, "We concluded that Congress has the authority to prohibit a president's corrupt use of his authority in order to protect the integrity of the administration of justice."